Thoughts, Joe?
Yeah, listen, first of all, congrats to Army and Joe and his staff. They did a great job preparing their guys. I mean, right from the start, they played a lot faster and a lot harder than we did. And, for us, I just said to the team, that first half did not feel like an Army-Navy game for us. There was something missing, there was something missing for us, and that's extremely disappointing. I'm proud of the guys. They came out and they fought in the second half, but it just wasn't enough. Army is extremely solid everywhere. They are solid. The goalie's he's good. The face-off game, it's he's a good player. It was a good battle. Offensively, they just played their tails off offensively. They played really fast, and defensively, we couldn't sniff the goal. I mean, we couldn't get near the goal. They're big and strong, and I thought that they bullied us a little bit on the offensive end, especially early. And it took us some time to play the way we needed to play, and that's disappointing. That's on me and the staff, and hopefully we can get a chance to see these guys again. But today was a disappointing performance by Navy.
You had expressed concern about them, isolating short sticks behind the cage and running by, but they were also running by some holes.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like in the first half we didn't complete a slide. In the second half we did. We actually slid pretty well, and we got to their hands, and we created some turnovers and we created some disruption. But in the first half we didn't. There was a lack of connection inside, and on the ball we weren't we weren't as sharp as we needed to be. The picking game is something we haven't seen much of through the year. We practiced it all week. That helped them early. I didn't think it was much of a factor late in the game, but early on it just made us uncomfortable. And look, those guys played harder than us, and that's what it comes down to. And that is extremely disappointing. They executed early. They got to a place of comfort. They made it a lacrosse game on their end earlier than we did, and we got to learn that lesson.
Jackson, how would you kind of size up what happened in the defensive end in the first 30 minutes in particular?
Yeah, first 30 minutes, pretty much agree with what Coach Amplo has to say. I think they just jumped the gun on us, especially intensity-wise, and we didn't answer that bell, till the second half. They were executing really well. They were moving the ball fast, and I think everything was just happening a little faster than our defense was ready for, especially in that first quarter. And then it took us too long to adjust to that. Benefit to them. They did a great job in that first half.
Well, Max, can you talk about offensively? You're only at 2 goals at halftime. I mean, granted, you gave up 9, but with the way the game was going, you had to answer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and we did, especially in that first half. I thought we came out in the second half and did a lot of good things right off the bat there. But ultimately, I think Coach is right where we got bullied at times. I think we were disorganized, and and for us, we've had such a good stretch of being organized and sticking to our plans and doing what we know we can do. That to come out here and do that against Army is extremely disappointing.
Joe, you kind of alluded to like what a normal Army-Navy game is, which is kind of things flying around for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It never felt like it even had a little bit of that disarray in it.
There was no juice to the game. I just thought that they had out-executed us. There was just something missing today. And they played better lacrosse than we did, but it wasn't like they. I didn't feel this overwhelming sense of intensity from the event, and that's on us. That's on us because we needed to bring that to the game field, and we didn't early on. I felt it in the second half, third quarter there. I felt it, but it was too late. It was just too late. And look, they're extremely good team. They really are. They are a good team. Defensively, they have really good players, and they played really well together. Their goalie makes saves when he needs to, and their face-off guy did a good job today. I thought he went early a couple of times, but what are you going to do? They're not going to call it. They're not going to call it. And he's smart on him for continuing to try and beat the whistle. But look, with that, take that out of it, they beat us. They beat us. They deserved it.
So the lack of intensity Jackson mentioned to you, is that shocking to you?
It's shocking. It is shocking to me. It is. It's extremely shocking. We make so much of this event, as we should. It's such an important event for us, and you would think that the emotion, the intensity that you need in these moments, that's an assumption. And that's on me for assuming that that would be there today, you know? That's on me, and I've got to learn that, and I've got to figure out a way to not take that for granted. Because the 2 years previously when I've been a part of these events, I was doing more calming down than trying to raise up. And I felt like today I was trying to raise up as opposed to calm down.